Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, we have to learn the second concept of Unit 5. So, the Unit 5 is named as Designing of User Interface with different views. So, as we are already seeing, the first concept is text view. So, what is the text view is nothing but it will display a message to the user on the user interface. So, while we are observed that we are explaining the concept how we have to display a text view. That means we have to display one of the text message to the user. So what is the message I want to display is hello. So to display this hello message within this user interface, we have to implement one of the layout for this arrangement of the views is nothing but a linear layout. So we are using a linear layout. Within this linear layout, I want to print or I want to display a message to the user as hello, or we have to simply consider as welcome message. So in this way we have to display a message. So to display that one, we have to initially set the orientation property of the linear layout either horizontal or vertical. After that we have to specify width and height of the linear layout. So this width and height will be a wrap content or the fill parent values will be considered. After that, within this linear layout, I want to display this one, so that you have to open a text view tag. You have to open the text view tag and close like this. But within this text view, you have to specify the width and height of the text view. Along with we have to mention what is the text property to display a message. So in this text property, you have to mention the hello. So all these properties will be starts with a Android. So this is the topic we are discussed in the first concept of designing of the views. In that, basic views are to be like this. So the first one is text view. But in this session, I want to discuss about this button. So how we have to design a button to the user interface. How we have to add that one. So for adding of those buttons, we have to represent the button code is to be like that. But before learning of this code, we have to know about what is a button. So the button is nothing but a push down widget. So all the things, that means whatever you are learning in these basic views, all are comes under the category of widget class. So whenever if you are using a button class, so that means we have to perform any action related to the button. So you have to import this widget class. You have to import the widget class that is to be presented in the Android. And in this button, we have to set the first properties as layout width and layout height. Layout width and layout height. Why? What is the meaning of this layout height and layout width is nothing but the button is to be displayed in the user interface design, but in this way the button is to be displayed. So I want to consider the button name is to be a open. The button is open is my button name, but how much amount of space it will occupy in the user interface design. So that amount of space is to be specified by using a two properties, layout width and layout height. So what is this width property? The width and height, both of them are considered as a size to be applied for this button. So while you are considering width and height, the values corresponding to this, that means the values we have to specify for this width and height are nothing but we have to specify either wrap content or fill parent. Either any one of these values we have to mention. But what is the difference between wrap content and fill parent? So when you are seeing the wrap content, that means the width is given as the value is wrap content. That means whatever the content, so that the width will be occupied, the width will be the width of the contents. So whatever the message you are specified in this button, so that button width, that content width will be a button width. If you are giving a value as fill parent, so what is this fill parent meaning? So the width will occupy the entire width of the screen. The width will occupy the entire width of the screen. So whenever if you are giving the width is wrap content, so the button is to be arranged like this. That means in your user interface, whatever the width is to be possible, so that much of width is to be allocated to the button. So this is the difference between the wrap content and fill parent. So the first thing is we have to specify the two different properties. So for the button size, so what are those? Layout width and layout height. But these two properties we have to specify two different values. So what is the first value is fill parent and the second value is wrap underscore content. So what is this fill parent is nothing but if your user interface design whatever it is to be available in the user interface, so that much of the width is to be allocated to this contents. So your user interface is to be like this. So the width of the button is to be occupies all the space that is to be available. So in the same way, wrap content. So what is the wrap content means? Whatever the contents to be available for that button. So the button name is to be open. So the width is only allocated to these contents. The width is only allocated to the name that is to be specified for this button. This is for width and width. But how much will be considered as height? So while you are using a wrap content, that means layout underscore height, with the value is fill parent. So what is this fill parent means? So your user interface size, that means your user interface whatever it may be height, so that much of height is allocated to this button and the height of the button is to be like this. But the height whenever if you are considering a wrap content. So what is this wrap content? So you are pressing a open. You are pressing open button. That means the height is only up to this part. The height is only up to these contents whatever it will be available. So based on that it will be occupies the corresponding thing. So in this we have to first of all go with the implementation of the button. So while you are implementing a button, you have to initially open tag for your button. That means less than button. So after that we have to specify the ID property to uniquely identify. If your user interface is having a only single button, we have to identify easily. But if your user interface is having a more than one button, that means save button is to be there, open button is to be there, and along with the save button and along with the submit button. That means there are different possibility of ways. So the user interface is having a 3 different buttons. From those 3 different buttons, whenever you are clicking on the save button, how we have to identify? The user is pressing a save button or the user is pressing a open button. That means the user is clicking on the open button. How we have to identify? The user is to be selecting the open button or save button or submit button. So that you have to uniquely identify which button will have performed some action. So that's why we have to mention the ID property. The ID property, the main use is we have to uniquely identify the button or identify the view. So each and every view is having a ID. So what is the meaning? We have to identify the uniquely for that. So for this we have to specify the ID. So what is the ID of this one is btn save. The ID is always starts with a keyword is @+ID/. So what is the name I want to specify? That means what is the ID value I want to specify is to be nothing but btn save. Btn save is to be specified for the ID property. And next thing is the button is to be identified uniquely by using a ID property. But what is the button size? The button will be displayed in the small or in the large. So how we have to specify the button size? So the button size will be specified by using a 2 things as layout width and layout height. So as we are already discussed, the width is fill parent. That means the whatever the user interface design that will occupy entire width of the button. And height is wrap content. So wrap content will only occupies what is the width of its contents, so that it will be occupy only the width of its contents. So what is the content here is nothing but save. So the width is only allocated to all the user interface design, but the height is only allocated to this save. So what is the save height? That much of height is to be allocated to this button. So Android text, that means we have to specify what is the name of the button. So the name of the, that means the text will be appeared on the button. That means the text will be appeared on the user interface is we called as save. So the output is to be like this. So save button. So the save button is to be performed. So in this way we have to develop the button. The first thing is the button is nothing but one of the push button widget. Why? Because it is a widget. All the things, that means all the basic views are to be presented in this widget class. So when you are considering a button, the main things we have to discuss is nothing but button properties. What is the width and what is the height and what is the ID to uniquely identify the button, and text, that means we have to display the name of the button to the user is as a save button or submit button, open, so download. So in this way we have to display the button name. We have to use this text property. The button is to be created, first thing is okay, but whenever if you are clicking on that button, we have to specify what is the action we have to perform. So that means we have to handle this button. How it is to be possible. So for handling of the button, first of all we have to create one of the object for the button. So the button object is to be created as btn open. So after that, so how we have to create the button object is related to open button or related to save button. So to which button I am created this listener, I am created this handler is nothing but, first of all we have to call one of the method is find view by id. So whenever if you are passing a value, that means if you are giving a value is r.id.button.open. So this is nothing but a id of the button. ID of the button is to be specified here. So that for this open button or for this save button, I want to create a instance. For this open button. So when you are using a ID of that button, we have to pass them easily creating a object for this one. So whenever if you are clicking on that button, that means whenever if you are performing a action with that open button. So that means with this open button, if you are performing any action, it will directly calls the one of the listener as set on click listener. We have to set this method for the object which we are created in the previously. So for this one we are created in one of the thing. So we have to invoke the on click listener. So in that on click listener, different methods are to be there. From those different methods, what is the action we are performing? So the button is clicking on that button, so that it will automatically implemented one of the method is on click. So the first thing is we are creating one of the object for this button by using a find view by id. So what is the value we have to specify is nothing but id of the corresponding button. So if you want to develop a save button, action. So if your save button is to be clicked, so we have to perform some action. So at that situation, you have to specify the ID of the save button. After that, for those object, you have to invoke on click listener in that on click method. So within this on click method, we have to write a corresponding action. That means whenever if you are clicking on the open button, what is the action we have to perform? So while you are using a open button, so what is the action we have to perform here is nothing but we are simply displaying a message is you have clicked on open button. That means whatever the button you are pressed, so that button name will be appeared. You are clicking on the open button or you are clicking on the save button or download button. So based on the button, whatever you are pressed, that message is to be displayed simply. So how we have to display that message is nothing but we have to write one of the method. We are implemented one of the method is display toast. So the display toast method will be implemented in next thing. So we are writing one of the work is nothing but just simply displaying a message. So we are calling one of the method is display toast. So the method implementation will be like this. So what is the display message? Display toast is nothing but, so it is a user defined method. So it is to be developed like this. So what is the code here is nothing but, so to display a message for a few amount of time, that means few seconds, we have to use one of the thing is toast dot make text method. So first of all we have to implement a method is private void display toast method. So what is the parameter we have to pass is nothing but message. So what is the message they are sending? You are clicking on the open button. So that message is to be retrieved. So that message is to be cached here. So after that, to display a message we are using one of the method is toast.makeText.show method. Toast.makeText.show method. So within this we are passing a 3 parameters. So in this, what is the third parameter is nothing but how much amount of time it will be appeared and what is the content it will be appear, and this is what is the message here we are getting. What is the message here we are getting? That message is to be displayed. That message is a second parameter. So what is the message? You are clicking on the open button. This is a user defined method we are developed. Why we are developed is nothing but, so if you are performing, so in your user interface one button is to be there, save and cancel. So while you are observing these 3 buttons, in your user interface, while ever you are opening, that means you are clicking on the open button, what is the message? You are selecting a open button. Whenever you are clicking on this one, you are selecting or you are clicking on the save button, and then you are selecting a cancel button. So to implement all these 3 situations with this toast method, we are directly implemented one of the method as display toast. In that method we are writing some default content, that means the toast syntax is to be already written. So while you are using this one, we have to change, we are calling a method, that means to reduce the code, we have to implement one of the method as display toast. So at that display toast we are sending only messages. So the code will be display toast is to be like this. So the implementation for display toast is to be already developed in one of the other method, user defined method. We are developing a code, just in that we have to call a method name. So while you are using a open, so you are only calling a display toast of open, that means you are opening a button. So in this also only we have to use the display toast of open. So that means we are calling a method, that means the implementation of the toast syntax will be already available. That means the message content will be shared in this place, that means will be sent in this place as a save, open or cancel. So that we are using one of the user defined method. For that method we are writing a toast syntax to reduce the code. Okay. So this is a button implementation. The first thing is we have to open a button, and the second thing is we have to set a different properties but the button. After that we have to use one of the thing is nothing but we have to develop a handler for the button. But before knowing about this display toast, that means we have to create one of the object for this button. We have to implement the corresponding action in the on click method. But instead of this method, we have to write directly in the one of the property in XML also. That means we have to go with the on-click method. We are going with the on-click method. In that we have to write a corresponding action. So this is one of the way we have to handle the button. The second way is to be like this. So within the XML file of the button, we have to mention one of the property is on click. Within the properties of this button, that means layout width, layout height and ID and text, we have to mention one of the properties on click property. In that on click property, we have to directly write the method name or the function name, whatever it will be. So what is the method name is nothing but method name is M1. The method name is M1. So in this method, that means within the Java file of your corresponding activity, we have to write a corresponding action. So we have to implement this M1 method. So what is the Java file it contains is nothing but, so public void and M1 method implementation. So in this M1 method implementation, we have to directly write as display toast of. So what is the button? Open is clicked. So this is one of the way. The first thing is we have to create one of the handler by using a find view by ID method. So in that on click listener is automatically invoked. In that on click method, we have to write a corresponding action what we have to perform. So what is the action? We have to display simply message if you are clicking on the open button. This is one of the way to handle. The second way is to be like this. So what is the second way? Within the XML file, you have to specify the one of the property is on click, Android colon on click. In that we have to specify the method name. So what is the method name? M1 is one method, just assume like that. So the method implementation will be done in a Java. So again after the Java, in that only on create method is to be implemented. After the on create method, we have to implement the M1 method. So what is the M1 method? As per this one is just displaying a one of the message. That means calling a one of the message. Display toast of open is click. So these are the two different ways we have to handle the button. These are the two different ways we have to handle the button. So let us go with the assignment questions for this one. So the topic is if you push down a widget of the button, we are discussing the different properties and what are the two different ways to handle the button. The first thing is assignment questions. Discuss about the concept of button. So what are the different properties and what is the meaning of button? You have to explain and write a syntax for implementation of the button. So what is the syntax for implementation of the button is nothing but, so just opening of your button and closing of the button. Within that we have to specify layout width, layout height and then text, and one of the thing is ID, or one more thing is on click. If you want to use the method calling is directly from the XML file, you have to implement the on click property. And next, develop an application for the following. So for the following output, you have to develop an application. So while you are observing, this application is having a two different buttons. So button 1 and button 2. But when you are considering a button 1, that means the submit button, what is the width of the button? The width of the button is equal to, that means it will occupy the entire width of its user interface. That means it will be a layout width is fill parent. Layout width is fill parent. What is the height of this button? The height of this button is only to the contents to be available. Only to the height of the contents to be available to this submit option. So that the height of this button is wrap content. So in this way, develop one of the button and save button. While you are considering, the save button position is to be center and width and height only by using these two properties. The width is also wrap content. That means only for these contents the width is allocated and height is also to be a wrap content. Okay, so develop an application according to these displaying of two different buttons. Thank you all.